Hey folks, welcome to this week's edition of BrushPile Fishing. It is a cold, windy day here in Lake Shelbyville. It's a springtime pattern for these fish, and we're going to be fishing with my good friend Tyler Brandenburg. So you stay tuned, we'll be right back. Hey folks, welcome back to BrushPile Fishing. We're here at Lake Shelbyville. It is a cold, windy morning. I'm with Tyler Brandenburg. Tyler, how you doing?
How you doing, Russ?
Tyler, you're a guide on the lake, and
Yes, sir.
we wanted to do a shallow show, but the water temperatures, you said, have pushed way back.
Yeah, last weekend, Saturday, Sunday, we were hitting water temps 64, 65. This week come in, big cold front. Water temps have dropped down to 54, 55. And what that's done is we had a lot of males and females sitting in the coves, setting up spawn and everything hard. They've just all females have just pulled out to the mouths of the coves. So now we're targeting staging females. We're going to be fishing 10 to 12 foot deep over 15 to 25, 28 foot of water over big brush piles.
We going to fish in jigs, or are we going to be doing minnows?
We're going to take slip corks and just let that minnow just float right across that brush there, and they'll come up and they'll get it. So we should have a pretty good show.
You ready to get started?
I'm ready.
All right. Tyler, we pulled up and you actually went to your side imaging right off the bat to find a spot. I'm amazed at how quick a drop off it is from the bank.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like right now 20 foot of water.
Down here on the south end of Shelbyville, we got, it's sheer drops. I mean, the channel edges swing right up against the banks, and that's what these fish are relating to right now. Some guy told me one time, he's like, think of it as a highway. You know, if you're driving in the city, are you gonna find more cars on a country road or an interstate?
Yeah.
Well, these channels are the interstates for the crappie, so they're just running them and staging out here.
So we're definitely in a pre-spawn right now.
Yeah, this is hard pre-spawn right now.
There we go. It's not a bad one.
Yeah.
Oh, not a bad one at all.
Heck yeah.
There we go. And that is a female.
Yes. See how she's all bulged out there?
Oh yeah.
Good fish.
I'll take it.
First Shelbyville crappie. You're gonna find out a lot today. You're gonna get hung up a ton.
Okay.
And I want you to. And sometimes you'll just let it sit there almost and let that fish come up, take it off the limb. But like when, say, okay, you're hung up, you'll just take your rod and basically just lift it straight up real soft till you feel that limb, and just kind of just let that weight bounce it off there. Let it go over 6 inches, drop it right back down. And a lot of times that's what triggers them fish, honestly, is when you're popping it over a limb. It's all reaction for them right now.
There we go.
He is.
Oh, another
yeah.
nice. I'll tell you what, 2 fish this morning and they have both been pretty nice.
He's whooping me.
I like these deep brush piles. You said basically all whites today.
We'll catch a lot of white crappie today. That's what we're wanting. So,
Tyler, how many acres is Shelbyville?
I think it's about 12,000.
It's a good sized lake.
Yeah, it's a good lake, plenty of opportunities.
One good thing about Shelbyville, there is the number of crappie alone.
Yeah. Like I said, right now we have been catching between 60 and 100 a day in just, 6 hours or so. But all it takes is one pile like this to get them fired up.
Yeah. You said one of the keys is you've got to have a lively minnow in this.
Big time lively minnow. A lot of times these fish aren't hungry right now.
Okay.
They just want to get ticked off. We're essentially wanting to tick them off. And that's when they come out, and that's why some of these bites, you'll see that bobber just barely go like halfway down. It's because they're not hungry. They're just basically saying, I don't want you around here anymore. And they're coming up and eating it.
And Tyler, when you start to concentrate on the shallows, what do you want the water temperature to be? And you start to leave this stuff?
Oh, 60, 61. I'll start going up there and looking. I'll try hitting some sort of deeper stuff, and I concentrate on hardwood rather than brush in these coves because the hardwood puts off a little more heat than the brush. So that's when I'll go in there and start checking it, seeing what's going on. Kind of the thing that we look for, or a lot of us look for, is 3 days of 55-degree nights or higher. And when you get that, generally these males will start heading towards the banks. Once the males get up there, they're committed. And so, usually it doesn't matter. There we go.
Hey, that was my fish, wasn't it?
I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Little female there. 10.5-inch fish or so.
Want more trucks for less bucks? Buckeye Ford is your truck headquarters. Work or play, we have the truck for you. F-150s, F-250s, F-350s, and F-450s. We know trucks, and you'll always get top dollar for your trade. Get the truck you need today for less bucks at Buckeye Ford and shop over 200 new Fords and tons of pre-owned cars and trucks 24/7 at BuckeyeFord.com. Remember, you'll find more trucks for less bucks at BuckeyeFord.com. More trucks, less bucks. BuckeyeFord.com.
BrushPile Fishing is proud to announce the BrushPile Fishing Combos now available at BrushPileFishing.com. We have brought together gear from our top sponsors, passing on big savings direct to you. Both combos include the B&M Pro 100 spinning reel, Gamma High Viz 6-pound line, BrushPile Fish Attractant, with either the B&M Sharpshooter 6 and Southern Pro Dock Shooting Kit, or 10.5 Russ Bailey Signature Series with Southern Pro Jig Fishing Kit. Get yours today. Visit BrushPileFishing.com for more. Get ready, get registered, and get qualified for the 2017 Cabela's Crappie USA Classic, hosted this year on Kentucky and Barkley Lakes, Paris, Tennessee. Crappie USA, the largest crappie tournament organization in the world, is giving you the chance to compete for over $100,000 in cash and prizes. BrushPile Fishing takes it a step further, offering a $5,000 bonus for amateur and semi-pro teams who win the Grand Lake Super Event and the Crappie USA National Championship. Take your fishing to the next level with the Cabela's Crappie USA Tournament Classic. For great fishing, check out Grand Lake St. Mary's. Located in west central Ohio, if you're looking to land bass, catfish, crappie, perch, or bluegill, Grand Lake is the place for you. Check out greatergrandlakeregion.com.
You got him yet?
No, give me about another 10 seconds for the thing to get down there. You got him yet?
I thought it was yours.
You got him.
There we go. Not a bad one. Not bad at all. If that's
What we got, Russ? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Another white. We said it, didn't we? As soon as we dropped down.
It's gonna happen quick. Yeah. I need his grandpappy.
She's got eggs, yep. We'll turn that one back. Hey folks, right now I want to take a minute and talk about the rig we were using today. This is one of the most basic, simple crappie rigs there is, but still one of the best that you could use. First of all, we'll start about the pole. And this is an 11-foot BGJP, which stands for Bucks Graphite Jig Pole by B&M. Good for what we were using today. It's lightweight. You can fish all day with it and not get tired. As far as the line, we went with a braided line because we're fishing those brush piles under the water. So we wanted a little bit tougher line than monofilament. This is a 10-pound test line, and this is made by Mustad. From there, we started with a small rubber bobber stop, followed by the bobber, and that'll stop that at whatever depth we want. From there, we go down, we've got a small split shot. The only thing that this is used for is to actually get that minnow down there. And then from there, just a light wire Aberdeen hook from Mustad. That's a simple rig we used. How much of a factor does minnow size play here?
It's pretty important. Early in the season, we get a lot of these dinks, inch minnows, 1.5 inches, and for some reason, them fish aren't interested in them. You know, generally, about a 2-inch minnow is what's good, and then it's just sometimes you'll get like a 2 3/4 something, 2.5 that's big and fat, and they don't want to touch it either. It's just, you know, they're specific. But in the summertime, give me a big old minnow.
Bigger the better.
Big minnow in the summer.
Tyler, I know last couple winters have been cold everywhere, and I know we've had ice about everywhere, but when do you start guiding in the spring?
Generally, ice will come off of Shelbyville. Oh, hold on.
There you
There's
go.
a better fish.
Oh yeah, it's got a little pull to it. Oh yeah. There we go. Is that our one fish off this
That
pile?
might be our one fish. Good female there.
Yeah. Now Tyler, before we were so rudely interrupted by that fish, you were talking about when you start guiding in the spring.
Absolutely, yeah. Ice usually comes off of Shelbyville mid-February, early March, depending on how cold of winters we've got. Generally, I'll start guiding a couple weeks right after that is when you'll start getting quite a bit of calls. But truth be told, if you can get out here as soon as the ice comes off the lake, those fish, they want to get warm, and they come up and they're biting immediately. I mean, the ice comes off and you can whack them for about a good week right after ice comes off. But generally, end of March, April, May are real heavy times. Picks back up in October, November, and those are also big times for the Shelbyville.
So early ice out, just dress warm, you can still have some good opportunities.
Absolutely. Shelbyville, as you can see, has got these high bluff banks, and we can always get out of the wind and tuck behind it, and makes for some good fishing.
Oh yeah. All right, folks, here's your little tip. A lot of crappie anglers have never used a braided line. Here's something that's going to help out. First of all, if you put any split shot on or anything, make sure you don't use your teeth. You use the equipment made for that. And the most important thing, when you go to cut that tag end off your jig or your minnow hook or whatever you're using, don't use your teeth to do that. Braided line is super tough, and it'll cut your fingers also. So what you want to use is scissors specially designed for braided line. That's what they're there for. It cuts it off and it'll save you from an injury on the water. One thing I've noticed, and this is similar in a lot of places when you've had these fronts come through, but where the fish are concentrated, they're still not hitting. So we're basically bass fishing today, spot, and looking for that one active fish.
Exactly. I'm a running gunner. So when you got, you've accumulated enough spots over the years that you can just, you can do that. You can hop, go to a spot, fish at 5 minutes, catch that active fish and move. Go to that next spot, find that next active fish. And at the end of the day, you'll put together a pretty decent mess.
I was gonna say, we've got a real good start, but if we would have stayed on one pile, we wouldn't have what we do now.
No, and I see a lot of people do that. They just call them hole poachers. They just sit there and they just beat it to death.
Yep. Hey!
He was in the brush.
How's it feel?
Not too bad. Oh yeah.
There you go. Hey, we're keeping true, at least one good one every pile.
That's a big old chunky female there. Just 10.5, 10 3/4 inch fish.
Welcome to the world of Mustad. Legendary craftsmanship with over 180 years of experience. With advanced designs and technology, Mustad is a name you can trust for whatever you fish for. The long trusted classic and big game hooks, the innovative Ultra Point designs, assortment of tools and jigs, or pre-tied rigs and accessories. Quality and durability are built into every Mustad product. Saltwater giants or freshwater trophies. Make your next trip more memorable with Mustad.
BrushPile Fishing is proud to announce the BrushPile Fishing Combos now available at brushpilefishing.com. We have brought together gear from our top sponsors, passing on big savings direct to you. Both combos include the B&M Pro 100 spinning reel, Gamma High Viz 6-pound line, BrushPile Fish Attractant, with either the B&M Sharpshooter 6 and Southern Pro Dock Shooting Kit, or 10.5 Russ Bailey Signature Series with Southern Pro Jig Fishing Kit. Get yours today. Visit brushpilefishing.com for more. Step up your game and step into a War Eagle Blackhawk 2170. The Blackhawk 2170 gives anglers a tough aluminum hull with over 21 feet of stable, well-balanced fishing real estate. War Eagle, we build them tough for hunters who like to fish. Driftmaster rod holders. Whether you are pushing, pulling, or organizing, Driftmaster has you covered with products that are made in America. We can rig any boat for any technique from front to back. Driftmaster, for the way you fish. Introducing NKT.TV, a brand new solution for the cord-cutting generation. With NKT.TV, viewers enjoy viewer-specific programming, with the ability to pick and choose the channels you wish to subscribe to. Missed BrushPile Fishing this week? Catch it on NKT.TV, along with all your other Pursuit Channel favorites. NKT.TV offers dozens of network and channel options for you, the viewer, to choose from. So go ahead, cut the cord, and get everything you want with nothing you don't. Visit NKT.TV today.
B&M Poles has been producing high-quality crappie equipment backed by world-class customer service for over 70 years. Hundreds of tournament wins, including both national tournament trails in 2015. B&M Poles, trusted by the best in the industry. This episode of BrushPile Fishing is brought to you by Buckeye Ford, B&M Poles, Greater Grand Lake Region, BrushPile Fish Attractants, Minn Kota Humminbird.
Had a 18.5, well, my dad has an 18.5 foot Stratus. That's what we always fished out of before I got this. I cannot believe the difference.
What you got there?
It's all right, Russ?
It's got a lot of bend.
There we go.
Yeah, it's a crappie. Nice. Nice fish right there.
Good, that's even a male. There we go. Get you some of them, Russ. Caught him right in the lip.
Dropped it down right till he hit it. Folks, you know, just 1 week before we arrived to tape this show, the fish had been moving up into the shallow waters. The water was starting to warm up, and in 1 week, they had a 10-degree water temperature change. It dropped that fast, and that pushed those fish back out. So even though we went into this thinking we were going to fish shallow water, we had to be flexible. And that's a good tip for you. No matter what you think you may do, the fish control it. So be prepared to make that change if you have to.
Jig heads, what kind of, is there a specific colored jig head you use?
You know what? You're not going to believe this. If I'm fishing shallow water, which to me is 6 foot or less, I never paint jig head ever. If I'm fishing deeper, I normally always have a painted lead head. Just something that's worked, you know, for me. I was comfortable with it.
You know, you're not the only person that says that. And Brian was actually telling me the other day that in the spring, no matter what, he won't use a painted jig head.
Really?
It's this little, I never thought that crappie fishing could be so many little quirks to it, you know?
Oh!
Look here. That's a good fish too. It's a good one.
Oh, look at there. And you don't have a net on the boat. Woo-hoo! That is a nice one. Dude, all right, look at that. You may want to bring a net next time.
That's a dandy there.
I'm not going to jump right in your spot or anything.
No,
Nice.
it's fine.
First cast in there.
There we go. Yeah, get him! Oh, dude, that's a big one too. That's a big one too. Is he in the brush?
He's in the brush.
Get him some slack.
Dad, burn it.
Dude, that was gonna be a good one. He crushed it.
I was watching you and I looked down and it was under. Shoot, he's off.
That's a good Shelbyville slab. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
That might not be too bad.
Pulling good.
Yeah, it is. We'll take it.
Yes, sir.
Little hot hole here. Not quite as big, but
About 10 incher, 10 a quarter.
male. Yep. Now, Tyler, do you ever stop and wonder? We've pulled up to numerous brush piles, all loaded with fish, but the bite's been slow. We pull up this one, bam, bam, bam. Are they all hitting now, or is it just this one area?
You know, really, I'm wondering if the wind doesn't have something to do with it.
Yeah.
Generally, I'm not a big believer in the wind, unless it's the summer.
Yeah.
A positioning crappie anyway. But we've hit the last couple spots we've been, has been in the wind, and we've had seemingly better luck.
Yep.
And so I'd say it's a little bit of the wind, a little bit of combination of it. Oh! Things are finally starting to pick up.
Whatever it is, we'll take it.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Another pulling, didn't he?
Ooh, that one is pulling.
There we go, Russ.
There we go. There we go.
There's a good female.
Man, this is a nice little hole you found here.
I guess a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then.
BrushPile Fishing is proud to announce the BrushPile Fishing Combos now available at brushpilefishing.com. We have brought together gear from our top sponsors, passing on big savings direct to you. Both combos include the B&M Pro 100 spinning reel, Gamma High Viz 6-pound line, BrushPile Fish Attractant, with either the B&M Sharpshooter 6 and Southern Pro Dock Shooting Kit, or 10.5 Russ Bailey Signature Series with Southern Pro Jig Fishing Kit. Get yours today. Visit brushpilefishing.com for more.
Do you ever struggle to quickly tie on hooks and jigs because the eye is too small, your hands are cold, or your eyesight just isn't what it used to be? Hi folks, I'm Russ Bailey of BrushPile Fishing. My eyesight isn't what it used to be and I struggle to tie on line to my jigs. That's why I'm pleased to announce the Tie Pro. Tie Pro is a simple, fast fishing tool to thread small eyelets, tie knots, and clip line. It's that easy.
Go to tiepro.com/brushpile for special offer.
Looking for the best baits and lures on the market? Look no further than southernpro.com. Southern Pro baits are handmade from the hook to the finished product by American workers in the USA. And our colors are mixed by our very own master craftsmen. At Southern Pro, our focus is fulfilling the desires of our fellow fishermen. Tube and solid plastics, bass tubes and lures, ice fishing tackle. Southern Pro has what you need. Visit our online store at southernpro.com to find everything that you're looking for to bring in your next limit of fish.
Introducing NKT.TV, a brand new solution for the cord-cutting generation. With NKT.TV, viewers enjoy viewer-specific programming, with the ability to pick and choose the channels you wish to subscribe to. Missed BrushPile Fishing this week? Catch it on NKT.TV, along with all your other Pursuit Channel favorites. NKT.TV offers dozens of network and channel options for you, the viewer, to choose from. So go ahead, cut the cord, and get everything you want with nothing you don't. Visit NKT.TV today. For great fishing, check out Grand Lake St. Mary's. Located in west central Ohio, if you're looking to land bass, catfish, crappie, perch, or bluegill, Grand Lake is the place for you. Check out greatergrandlakeregion.com.
This episode of BrushPile Fishing is brought to you by Mustad, Southern Pro, Ty Pro, CommScope Power and Tell, Crappie USA.
You know, Russ, I mentioned earlier that Shelbyville's the highest eroded lake in Illinois, but it's relatively new. You know, it was only built in the 70s, and for it to have this much erosion already, it's kind of crazy. But
Yeah, it is.
boy, it's kicking out the fish. I wish I
Yeah,
had a little
because
more
that's
big
not that old, you know, as far as the lake goes.
No, get that fish. Oh! Here we go, right here. See that?
There it is.
Look at that.
Boy, just slow and deliberate, wasn't he?
Oh yeah.
And a nice fish.
Look at that.
It's funny because some of them have absolutely pounded it, and that one just nice and slow.
Another good 10.5 inch, 10 3/4 inch female.
Man, oh man, it's got windier.
There's a bite
Tyler.
right there.
Got a little bend.
Oh yeah.
That's what. Nice fish. You got it.
Oh yeah.
Look at there, look at there.
Look at that big girl.
Nice fish, nice fish.
That's a dandy. We'll take them all day, won't we?
Oh
now?
yeah, oh yeah. Folks, today we were fishing deep water brush piles. So one hint is what we did is we located those brush piles with our depth finder, and then we threw a buoy marker in. But you don't want to throw that buoy directly on top of the brush piles because that could spook the crappie. What you want to do is set it off to the left or right, and then set that up with something up on the shore that you can line up, and you know exactly where your brush piles are at.
I'm gonna try her
There
again.
he goes, there he goes.
Oh, he let her up. Isn't that weird? How finicky they are.
Yep.
Boy, that's a cool bite though. Here we
Look
go.
at that. Get him that time?
I got him. Oh, jumping crappie. Old fat female black crappie there. I can't believe how slow they're taking that under.
And that hit you a couple times too.
Yeah. Hey, get him, Russ.
Got him. Nice fish.
Sure, so.
Yep.
Comes that wind.
Well, we said it would be.
Oh yeah. Got a tuxedo on a little bit.
A little bit darker.
After.
There we go. Take it again.
There he is.
There he is.
Oh. A black crappie.
Yeah.
Bad little fish there.
That was one of them slow and steady
Just-
takedowns.
And as a female, it's less aggressive.
Whoa.
Yes, sir.
Hold still. I'll turn you loose. Black crappie there.
Big little female.
Big belly on her. Folks, I hope you enjoyed today's show. Tyler, I have had a good time.
Appreciate you coming up.
You know what? It was a cold, windy day, but I'll tell you what, we put together some nice fish and we caught some good numbers.
That's right. You know, it's anytime you're faced with these kind of conditions, it's always a challenge to get them to bite. But hey, we stuck with it and we got a few good ones.
You know what, Shelbyville, like we talked about earlier, it's not that old a lake, but man, there are a lot of crappie in this lake.
A lot of crappie, great population, great eater fish, and every now and then you get a good couple kickers that are, you know, 2 pound plus range fish.
Well, I appreciate you having us down.
I appreciate you coming up.
All right. Folks, I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned because we'll be back next week with BrushPile Fishing.